But isn't that nuts? The cat and the goat had their babies at the same time. That is insane. Like, I can't make that up. That is some straight up life on Beagle Road stuff.
Babies need milk, and we're just editing a video, and here's the baby. Hi! And here, say hi to this one. Now let's say hi to this one.
Let's start back on Saturday afternoon. I knew Chloe was getting really close to being in active labor, and we all know that she hides it pretty darn well. And sure enough, she had triplets again, which was my guess because she was huge. Unfortunately, I was right about something else, which was Chloe just wasn't producing milk. And that is how these 3 little nuggets ended up inside on the bottle, after I said last video how much I like to dam raise babies. But I did also say that the most important thing is just that you feed the babies, so that's what we're doing here. And we have got 2 bucklings and a little doeling. The doeling and one of these bucklings, who will become a wether, actually they'll both become wethers. 2 of these guys are gonna become 4-H pack goats, which is awesome. They will make perfect little goats for that. After we got these guys settled, we were down to waiting for Stevie. Stevie seemed to be in labor overnight Saturday night, but we all know she's a little noisy, dramatic, those kind of things. Sunday morning comes, she's got some goopy discharge. I'm like, okay, we're getting close. And we're all sitting in the barn watching. She's having some really strong contractions, but just not quite consistent yet. More discharge.
We have family here today. Hi, Mindy. Oh, Courtney.
Hello.
How long we gotta wait for this? I feel like all we do is sit around and wait. Tired of waiting.
I know, it's super hard on you.
I know. While Courtney was up feeding goats every 2 hours, I was staying in bed because this is her hobby that ends up being my hobby, but it's mostly her hobby. When was the last time you all saw Courtney in the shop with me? When I didn't drag her in there. It's not like my tools are having babies. I wish they were having babies. Wait, Courtney, my tools are gonna start having babies, and they're gonna start producing their own tool babies, and I'm really sorry, but there are no buyers for those tool babies. So I'm gonna have to add them to my tool herd. That okay with you?
Do you have to bottle feed them?
No! Could you imagine if I was like, Courtney, you know, like when we do barn cleanup or farm cleanup, and she's like, Kenny, we gotta do farm cleanup, let's go. Imagine if I was like, hey, Courtney, we got shop cleanup day, and we gotta tune up all the tools. You coming out there with me? Do you think you would see Courtney out there? Folks, I don't think so. But it's okay, because I'm still a well-kept man. I'll take it.
This is me, brothers me all the time. So this is him as a human.
So Stevie's contractions are about 8 minutes apart, and her last one was head back and lip curled, so we are getting close. Don't think she's being dramatic this time. And all of a sudden, I hear Lily, the cat, just scream, a noise I've never heard before. So back up. On Wednesday night, when I was in the barn with Zipper, I came to the conclusion that Lily was in fact pregnant. She had been looking quite plump, and I had been feeling around her belly, wanted to make sure she didn't have like a skin tag or a tick or something. And when I investigated further, I realized, no, that's a nipple. And there's a bunch of them. Before you roast me for, goat peeing on the floor. Before you roast me for not spaying my cats, they both had appointments. This just happened first. And, frankly, we're perfectly capable of taking care of a couple kittens. So it'll be good. They're so adorable. So adorable. Anyway, Lily lets out this scream. I go over and there's a kitten.
Oh my goodness! She's so small.
Yeah, just
Relax. It was supposed to
Great,
be.
yeah, she's like so close now because everything's like sinking back in. What do you guys do? Oh, there goes another one. It's a very excellent mouse. Is that the same one?
That same one.
Oh, she was still hanging.
It looks like a mouse.
And then Steve is actively pushing.
Jesus, Courtney, did you? Are we going over there yet?
We're real close.
Because she might only have
Oh
one.
my goodness. How are we at over here?
This is the most amazing.
Listen, why do you gotta be the last one?
She's literally waiting for every other baby to be born. So, what are you gonna name it?
Oh, starting to.
Yep.
Yeah. I think it's on its way. Lots of discharge, but no sac.
You're not even a year
Not
old.
yet. Hang in there, girl. Hang in there. Oh,
Turn it back on.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
We
got action going here. We got
Girls.
poop going on. There's a word.
I think we're close. I think it's go time. No? Just getting.
There's something coming
Yeah, can you grab me that thing out there? Then there's an ear coming out of Stevie. Yes, an ear. Not hooves like there should be, but an ear. I gloved up, lubed up, got the head in a little bit better position to get it out.
Do you have to stick your arm up there, Mama?
Yeah.
Well, we need to know what part of the body that is. I know, baby. All right. I know, girl. All right.
What part of the body is it?
It's gonna be okay.
That's good.
Huh? It's a head. I know, Mama. Keep pushing. You're getting it. I know, Mama. I know, Mama.
Oh, she's licking me.
It's okay, baby.
It's like you're being a coach.
There we go. Good job, girl. Good job. Good job. Good job.
No, she's covered in gunk.
Oh, yeah.
She's covered in gunk. She didn't get all the gunk out.
It's a head first. That's all.
It's okay.
Oh,
It's okay.
that is so cute. What is that part of the body? Oh my goodness.
She was able to push that baby out, but at that point I realized why there had been so much kind of slightly brown discharge. Her water had broken, and that was probably a result of the baby expelling meconium inside the sac.
Here comes the bubble, then.
Get back.
Here comes the bubble.
Hey, Mindy.
Yeah, we need.
I left the stethoscope in the bathroom upstairs.
Yep.
Or yeah, up in the house.
Yeah, I know where it's at.
Are you making sure she's alive?
I don't think she is.
Don't be ugly.
I think so. I knew as soon as the baby came out that it wasn't alive. I know, Mama. I know, baby.
Tongue's moving, I think.
And that's the first stillborn that we've had. It's the first kid that we've lost. I knew it would happen eventually. I mean, it's just, it just does. We've got no shot here based on those eyes, but give it a listen. It's okay, baby. And I could tell by the fact that the eyes were kind of hazy. It had happened a while before.
Oh, that was gross.
It's okay, honey. Checked with the stethoscope just to make sure I wasn't, you know, missing anything. You hope for a miracle, even though you know, like, whatever.
Well, don't pull on her legs, honey.
She had two, Mom. She had two.
Cat had two?
Yeah, the cat had two. The cat had two.
Are you faint?
I
Anything?
don't know. It's so hard to tell.
You want me to rub?
Yeah, I mean, we might as well. Certainly won't hurt.
She lied.
She get a heartbeat.
Did you get her heartbeat, Mama?
I don't think so, baby.
Is she sleeping? She might just be sleeping. Eddie!
Stevie started pushing again, and I realized as I saw the water from the next kid that there was meconium in that water as well. Fortunately, it was still like in pretty intact pieces, so I pulled that kid out quickly. I think there was poop inside there, Emmy. All right, we're gonna pull this baby out because this.
There was a piece of poop.
This baby has any chance of surviving. We gotta get it out. I know, Stevie. I'm sorry.
Is there another one?
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
Where's the other goat?
Let's open up a little bit.
Back up, girls. Back up. Back up. Back up. Bridget, back up.
Mommy, we got your stethoscope.
Okay. Okay.
That one's alive, right?
I don't know, baby.
I hope it is.
Ready, Stevie? Okay. Push. I know, Mama. This one's alive. Okay, okay. Give me a blanket.
That's a lot of blood.
Here, that one right there is clean.
Is there more coming, or is that just after?
It's after birth right now. Okay, it's okay.
It's a good thing that one's alive.
Yeah, probably not the prettiest sight, but fortunately he was alive. He's doing super well. We've named him Johnny Cash since he's mostly black and so adorable. Yep, it's okay. I'm gonna give you your baby. Yep, here.
She might
Get
just
some
be
mama.
sleeping. She might just be sleeping, Mom.
Stevie's doing well. I don't think she realizes she lost a baby because we just moved on to the next one so quickly. And she's healthy. That was Sunday evening, and we had the vet scheduled to come out Monday morning anyway. We need our health papers for the farm show. And she checked everybody out, which was good. We did decide to give Stevie some antibiotics just because that water with the meconium had broken inside of her. And we don't know exactly when, but it probably was a couple hours. So I just decided we wanted to prevent the infection, especially with a little bit more of a traumatic birth. But everybody seems to be doing really well. Hey, this is Katy Perry. The girls named her. And actually Money Penny, our boxer, has kind of adopted her. Money Penny was in here helping to clean her up and get her standing and walking. Yeah, and using the bottle. She looks for an udder on the dogs a lot. Don't you? Do love the interspecies interaction. And goats under the Christmas tree. I mean, those are the upsides to having to pull them and bottle feed them, is there are goats under the Christmas tree and they're super cute. Yeah. And you're super cute with the dogs. These are the first babies that I have had to start on a bottle. Any bottle babies that we have had already been started on a bottle. We haven't bottle fed any babies born here. So they're about 72 hours old, little over that now. And they're starting to take the bottle, like standing up, really latching onto it as I'm giving it to them, which is nice and feels like a good accomplishment. This is my little buddy, Waylon Jennings. He was definitely struggling at first. He was a wobbly little dude, had probably aspirated some fluid, but we got him totally in tip-top shape here. Yeah, don't wait. He's the best eater. You're the best eater, aren't you? You're trying to catch up. You trying to catch up? If any of you follow us on Instagram and you saw a picture of Bridget laying on the couch, snuggling a baby goat, that was him. That was like when he was brand new and I just wanted someone to keep holding him and keep him warm and keep him sternal. He did try to lay over on his side a couple times when he was brand new, and you don't want a goat to lay on its side. You want them to be up on their chest. You know, they can put their head out and lay it down, but you want that chest to be on the ground when they're laying down versus laying over on their side. So Bridget was a good helper with that. Actually, all the kids were really good helpers and really took all the challenges in stride. I'm really proud of the way that they handled everything. It definitely helped that there were some kittens being born while the not so fun stuff happened. But isn't that nuts? The cat and the goat had their babies at the same time. That is insane. Like, I can't make that up. That is some straight up life on Beagle Road stuff.
Oh, that is so cute.
Two bucklings, huh?
Really?
Watching goats being delivered.
And a hat.
And cats at the same time.
Oh,
I'm right down the road from my house, so
Yeah.
I will call
I'm
you
sorry,
when
baby.
I get home.
Look at this little boy.
This one's
I'm
good.
I'm on Beagle Road, so I'll be I'm not far from home.
Look how cute he is.
Huh?
So where are Lily's babies now? Can you tell us?
Down in the basement.
We kind of thought Lily was done after 2 kittens out in the barn. Obviously, we don't know a lot about kittens. So we moved her in her box with her bed. Like once I realized that she was pregnant, I did order a bunch of supplies because that's who I am. I order animal supplies. Right, Kenny? Anyway, I had ordered her like a radiant heat bed and some wet food for special treats because every pregnant mama likes special treats. And I'd ordered just some kitten formula and little tiny bottles just in case. I did know that I could use goat milk for them, but I just wanted to have all my bases covered in case something happened. Fortunately, Lily did great and the babies are great. But anyway, we brought them in their little bed and they're down in our basement right now. Yeah, like Katie the kitten. We've got Katie the goat and we've got kittens in the basement. Right, Bridgie?
Yeah, just like this.
When we brought them in, there were 2 kitties. Each time that night I went down to check on them, there was another kitty. To a total of 4. I don't know their genders yet. It's really hard to tell. That stuff is tiny, little itty bitty. This kid's got a cough and hasn't been sleeping well. Anybody else have a kid that just gets totally manic when they're not sleeping? That's her. But I guess I can't complain. At least she's doing it while I'm up at night bottle feeding goats too. Right, Bridge? Mm-hmm. And that, folks, wraps up the pre-Christmas kidding. Honey Rider's not due until New Year's Day. We'll see. I mean, we could have one more December birth, but it's definitely going to be after Christmas. Although we did have a loss this time around, kidding. I still feel really good about it. You know, all the mamas are healthy. 6 of the 7 babies are alive and healthy. And I'm just glad I was there to help Stevie out and make sure that that second little buckling got out and survived, and he is thriving. Like, just up on his feet, nursing, doing great so quickly, which is awesome. What are the goat names? Yeah. So, Zipper's baby. She's got the tan buckling. Robbie has named him M&M. Not the candy, the wrapper. He's wanted to name a goat M&M for a really long time, so, hey, you know. Fits the theme, at least. And the girls wanted to name the little doeling Zip after Zipper because she looks just like Zipper. Zipper's full name, by the way, is Eagle Meadows Zippin' On By, which is totally appropriate for her because she is fast and playful. So I was thinking we could go with Zip because the girls like that so much, but we could go with Zippity Doodah, which would be in the song theme, right? Yeah, would be in the song theme, and we could call her Zip for short. These little triplets of Chloe's, we've got Katy Perry, Waylon Jennings, and Willie Nelson. I've been drinking a lot of bourbon lately, can you tell? And Stevie's buckling is Johnny Cash. He's mostly black, so, you know, the man in black. And again, all the bourbon I've been drinking, got a very Nashville feel to some of these names this time. Eminem and Johnny Cash will both be available for sale as bucklings or wethers. They've got milk stars in both sides of their pedigree, so would be nice to have somebody pick them up as bucklings. Johnny Cash is even polled. And so is Zip, which is nice. Yeah, less disbudding. Not my favorite task. It's really not. Thanks for watching, and I hope that your holidays are as much fun as having baby goats under the Christmas tree. Baby goats do 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 do. Baby goats do 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 do. Baby goats. Mama goats do 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 do. Mama goats do 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 do. Mama goats.